In today's video, I'm going to show you many ways to monetize using avatars. Maybe you don't want to show your face, or you don't have money to invest in expensive equipment. A lot of times you might not like your voice, or you don't have a professional environment to record in. And before we start, comment below. Do you already have a monetized YouTube channel, or are you still hustling to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours? Also, do you already use AI, artificial intelligence, in your daily life to be more productive? Or do you already use AI to make money? If you do, tell me which AI you use and what you use it for, okay? I'll answer all your questions individually in the comments, all right? So let's go straight to my computer screen. Today, I brought in an American specialist who talks about avatars. I've already shown here on the channel that there are videos of mine where you don't even know it's my clone. And I also have presenters on my other channels. I have 12 channels. I have ones in Portuguese, English, Spanish, and German. I have 8 monetized channels, and several of them use avatars. So it's either not me or they're not real presenters. We're going to talk about all of this in today's video. All right. But first, let me know in the comments. Do you already have a monetized YouTube channel? Are you already making money using artificial intelligence? Have you seen those videos with avatars? Do you like them? Would you use them? Comment down below. I want to know. So let's get right to it. 3, 2, 1, go.
AI-generated avatars are getting better and better, and more platforms are launching options to create them. HeyGen has just released its newest model, Avatar 4. In this video, I want to show you 10 amazing ways to use HeyGen to create AI-generated videos.
I have 10 different ways to create these AI avatar videos that I think you'll find practical. Alright, let's get started here inside HeyGen. If you've never seen HeyGen before, it's an AI avatar generator. So I'm going to show you several different ways to use it here within the HeyGen platform. This isn't a sponsored video, but I've been using HeyGen for a few years. I think it's the most popular AI video generator out there. There are others I like as well, but I'm going to focus this video on HeyGen, on all the different ways you can use it, all right?
Well, I've already recommended HeyGen in several videos here, and I've shown some channels that I use. During this video, I'm going to show one or another and the way I use them. But let's keep going with the video. I'll comment on each tool as we go. He'll show how he uses it, and I'll also explain how I use it, all right? That way, this video will be really comprehensive.
The first thing I wanted to show you is that they've just launched version 4 of the avatar. So I'll go to the avatar tab right here, and you'll see all kinds of different avatars. This is the one I used at the beginning of this video. And these professional ones, they'll always use their latest models here. They're professionally created by HeyGen. So if you click on any of them, you can choose from several different looks. You can see that they have different outfits available. They have different scenes available to choose from. They're looking in different directions here. And then you can create your video from here. So what I did was, let's say we like this one here. We'll click on it. It will say create an AI studio. You can choose between landscape and portrait, depending on what you're using. And this will take you to this AI studio here. And this is where the video starts. And all you need to do is double click here, paste your script or type your script here. You can listen to the voice here. So you can play the audio. And if you like it, just click send. That's how.
Okay, now I'm going to make a few comments here. I'm going to log into my HeyGen to show that I use it a lot, right? I've already shown it in several videos. This is the homepage. If you want to subscribe, I'll leave the link in the video description later. I highly recommend it. It pays for itself very quickly, okay? And we're going to give some guidance on how you can make money using avatars. Here, if you look at my projects, look, these are my YouTube channels, okay? If I click here, for example, on Daily Artificial Intelligence, which is my English channel, I don't know if you're watching now in Portuguese, English, Spanish, or German, but here, for example, look, 593 projects here, videos. If you click here, you'll see that there are avatars, and there's me here, right? So you can see that I use avatars. And here, what's interesting, right? Which he didn't mention, you can create the project with the voice that HeyGen suggests. So when you choose your avatar, it will have a voice here. Look, you're going to click here, right? You're going to generate the video here, okay? All right. But you can choose the voice here. Look, when you're going to add the script, look here, it's saying it's Rao's voice, right? But if you click here, you have other styles of Raul's voice. You have the HeyGen library, which is huge, and you can choose any language you want because it's multilingual. And you can also add my voices. And when you add my voices, look how interesting. So how do you add voices here? Let me go back. Here on the HeyGen home screen, if you come back in, you can do the following. You select voice of A here. Then you can record your own voice if you want, obviously using the computer's microphone, or you can click here, create new voice. Look, instant voice clone. You can use a voice from YouTube, for example. Oh, I like Chris Hemsworth's voice, who plays Thor, for example. Oh, I like Elon Musk's voice. Oh, I like Lady Gaga's voice, for example. You take a video of them, up to 1 or 2 minutes, upload the audio to HeyGen, and it will clone the celebrity's voice. Of course, you're not going to use it for scams, right? For God's sake, you will put it there on your avatar. It will look similar. Or you can generate a voice from text. Just describe it. Type in the name of the voice. Let's say I want a voice like a gangster, like a criminal, for example. Then I put here that I want a higher pitched voice or a deeper voice and so on. And you can even use ChatGPT by saying, describe a villain's voice, for example. Then you take that description, put it here, click generate voice, and it creates the voice for you. And then you can use it on your avatar. Isn't that amazing? And of course, you can also create avatars for other people. You can create here, look, if you click on avatars, it shows HeyGen's avatars, but check this out. Here are my clones. Look how cool that is, even in different places with the green screen and everything. And then I have realistic avatars that I created myself. So this person doesn't exist, and I can use whatever voice I want in whatever situation I want. And there are also characters, look here, Loki from Marvel, Magneto, Hulk, and so on. And I can create these characters to illustrate my videos. And obviously I can create company mascots, which I've already done and profited from. I've already created educational videos with children's characters for schools, for parents. So you can make money with this. And how much do you charge, Rodrigo? Oh, around $100 for 20 images and 2 or 3 videos, for example, because you can, of course, sell images. All of these images, videos, avatars, voices, you can do it all on HeyGen. I'll leave the link for you. And of course, besides that, the mind map is free here as well. I'll provide the link there for you to use. So you can, of course, subscribe to HeyGen if you want. Then obviously you choose the plan that works best for you.
I created the introduction for this video. It's very simple to use these new models here inside HeyGen. Now, HeyGen has a free plan, so you can try it out. It will have a watermark, and you can upgrade if it turns out to be a good option for you. I've had a subscription for a long time. So, the new Avatar 4, that's the first update I wanted to show you. The second one is this here, which is available with the new Avatar 4 update, where you can turn a photo into these AI avatars. Let me click here. This is really amazing. So, all you need to do is drag a photo here. You want something that's a really clear view of the face in 720p resolution. I'll show you with an example here. Here's an example. You can do this again in portrait mode. And then you paste your script here. So I took a script from my last video that I uploaded. YouTube automatically transcribes the videos for you. So I copied and pasted the script here, right? And then if you want to use a different voice, you can use different voices here. So they have this whole region library of other voices. This is just a voice that matches this person here.
Now, what can you do? You can take your photo, or if you want, you can take your photograph and use your own voice, right? You can clone your voice, or you can use your voice through a microphone, okay? Now, you can use an image of another person, or you can generate an image right in HeyGen, or in any other tool like Flux, like Midjourney, like Leonardo AI. Bring the photo here, and then you can, as I said, use your own voice. You can clone the voice of a real person, or you can generate a voice via text, or you can use the HeyGen library. I know it sounds like a lot, but there will be a mind map that I'll make available and everything will be detailed there, okay? So let's get started.
So you can go ahead and generate the video. Let me show you a few seconds of how it turned out. ChatGPT was launched in November 2022 and has gone through many changes since then. In this video, I want to show you all the features that ChatGPT offers so you can make the most of it.
For example, right now. Now I'm going to use one of my own examples here. Look, I'm going to show you two examples. One realistic and the other not so realistic, okay? For instance, I'll use daily artificial intelligence, which is my channel in English, all right? I'll pull it up here. Let me find it here. Where is it? Here. Look, here it is. Great. It's already monetized. If I pick a video here, look how interesting. Let's choose a video with an avatar. Let me grab this one. Look, this avatar here, how interesting. It's teaching a class. See, you can use an avatar to create a course and then you sell the course. Look how cool this is.
I'm going to show you how to get unlimited free credits and fast generation speeds using just a Gmail account, okay? Let's get started. First, you need to sign up with your Gmail account. For this, I don't recommend using a secondary Gmail account, just to be safe.
So here is the HeyGen avatar, and here obviously is my template, right? You can see it there, and you can see it here too in real time, right? So this is my template, and what's interesting is that I made the same content in Portuguese, English, Spanish, and German. Now, for example, if I go to my channel here, look, I'll go to my channel. I wonder if I can find my channel in German here. I wonder if I can. Let me get the name of my channel in German here, because it's not easy. Let me open it up. Let me get it here because I don't speak German. I'll get it from Canva. I have it here. Look, here's the channel name. All right, got it now. It was just a little trick, right? Because I don't speak German and this channel started. It's only been a week. It's really new, but it's already getting views. Look at the channel here. Same thumbnail, right? Same visual identity. Cool. And look how interesting here. Look, me speaking in German here. So look, visual identity in German and all. And the German translation I do in HeyGen as well. So let's take a look here. For example, look, there's already a video that got 300 views. Check it out. So in this video, we'll talk about the revolution of robot companions, robot friends, and female robot friends. However, this is one of the topics that here on, you realize that you can use HeyGen and obviously some knowledge of how to sell this content. Let's get back to the video, okay? Let's keep going here.
Yeah, very good. This is from a single photo, and we have this here. And there's still some room for improvement, but it's a huge leap compared to the years I've been following AI avatars. Practically every 6 to 8 months, it gets substantially better. And this version 4 is simply unbelievable. Okay, the third thing I wanted to show you is that you can type any text prompt or use a URL to generate the video. Actually, this is the first thing here. So let me show you. If I click on a URL, I can literally type in any kind of URL. Let's say I want to promote HeyGen here. I could go ahead and generate it again. You can also create a topic and it will go ahead and write out the different scenes for you. So here is scene 1. HeyGen is an innovative tool that allows users to create engaging spokesperson videos. And then you can go ahead and edit the prompt if you want. Then you click to generate the video from here. So it takes you to the studio. This is the avatar it chose for me. You can change it if you want. This is my AI clone, by the way. I'll show that soon. You can choose again from all these options. They have different looks. I really like these professional ones. They're probably the highest quality ones you can choose.
So just so you understand, that's why I said you can sell even if you're shy about appearing on camera. You can take a link from some website. HeyGen will go to that site, gather the information, and then create scenes like slide 1, slide 2, slide 3. But in these slides, there will be an avatar that you choose. This avatar can be your clone or an avatar you created or one from HeyGen's library, and it will create a presentation. And this totally looks like a course. You can create a course there in just 1 or 2 days. Of course, I recommend that you prepare a good script, review the script it generated, maybe use ChatGPT to create the script to put into HeyGen, but this way you just add a link and it already builds the framework for you. And then you can set up the framework for lesson 1, the framework for lesson 2, the framework for lesson 3. Obviously, in my mentorship program, I'll help you structure this, but even on your own, just by following the guidance I'm giving you in this video and using the mind map, you can easily create a course by subscribing to HeyGen. I'll leave the link there for you. You subscribe to HeyGen, that's it, done, don't miss out. The first courses you sell, depending on the price, can already pay for a whole year of HeyGen. There's also a monthly subscription, right? But I recommend the annual plan.
Different poses, different outfits. So you just need to press generate here. They have many different options that we'll look at. But if you press generate, you can give the video a title and then submit this work. And it will take you back to your project tab. As soon as it's ready, you can click on it and preview it. Number 4 on my list is creating videos from templates. And if you don't have a video background, these are very, very useful because you can basically combine several different things like a PowerPoint, text, and AI avatars all in one video. So for example, I'll choose this option here, World News. This will take us to this page and I'll show you a bit more about it. Now, when you get to this page to make edits, some things you can do are click on the AI avatar and resize it. So if you don't like their size, you can shrink them into the corner like I do in my videos. I'm here in the corner, or you can choose any size you want. The background has already been removed because of this template. That's one of the looks available here, and you can change the look and replace the avatar as well. So if you want this guy to look more casual, you can choose that. You can go ahead and change the size of the scenes. So let's say you want this kind of look, right? The circular look that I use in my videos, you can go ahead and do it that way. And when you look down here, they have different scenes, right? So this is like a little clip that they cut. So you would replace this clip. Then you go back to the news anchor here. They've shrunk them here. You can go ahead and replace this if you want. And then change any of these texts you see here. And if you want to add your own media, click here. You can go to your library and add anything you've uploaded.
In other words, for those who are a bit older, like me, who's already approaching 41, basically it creates a totally modern, fully customizable PowerPoint presentation that might take you days to make it depending on your speed and knowledge, but it does it in just a few minutes. You can put a presenter there and you have complete control to change the text, change the style, change the avatar, change the voice. In other words, it's incredible. You might think, oh, I don't want to appear on camera. You would have to hire a professional to make this presentation. You'd have to hire another real professional to do the presenting, right? Like hire a presenter. How much would that cost you? Just to make, say, 2 or 3 videos here, depending on the plan, whether it's monthly, yearly, whatever, you can use this in an unlimited way. So you can easily cover the cost. You can definitely cover the cost with just a few jobs. You can already pay for it.
You can also add music. You can also add different video clips. They have several video clips here for you to choose from. And there are also plenty of images. So this is a complete studio for making your videos. You can do all the editing right here on this editing timeline. All right, number 5 on my list is translating any video into several different languages. So the option to translate a video. Now, this isn't just a simple translation. It literally does lip syncing, and it can be your own video. You can also go to use video URL here and paste a YouTube video URL. So I'll do that here. And then it says to create a new translation here, and it will automatically detect the video's language. So English here, and then you would choose a target language. So let's say I choose Japanese here. Detect the speaker. There's only one speaker in this case, and everything else I'll keep the same. I'll send this for translation. This might take a little while. I'll show you one that I already have ready.
Well, basically, here's the thing. Basically, the way I have channels in other countries is I create the content in my native language and then I do the translation in HeyGen. I have a video where I talk about the AIs I use in my native language and the AIs I use for international channels. I'll leave the link in the video description and I'll also put it in the card when it pops up here. If I forget for some reason, just leave a comment to remind me, okay? But basically 90% of it is making good content in your native language and then translating it. There are some adjustments you need to make. like some pauses that sometimes end up too long or too short, which you need to fix. You also have to adjust your YouTube channel settings, the thumbnails, but really 90% is your content in your native language. If it's good, it'll be good in other languages too, right? I'm living proof because I have channels in more than 4 countries and most of them are already monetized. So people do watch as long as the topics and content are good and the translation is well done.
In the original clip, it didn't have that. I mean, that's really, really good. Okay, number 6 is one of my favorites because I do a lot of presentations. So this is PowerPoint or PDF to video. This one is interesting. All you need to do is drop a PowerPoint or PDF file. I'm going to drop a PDF file here. I'll use this PDF here. This PDF is for asking ChatGPT to analyze different documents. This is just from one of our courses. I'm going to go ahead and upload it here. Okay, so all you need to do is add a script. So if you already have a script, you can add one. Or if you have a recording or want to record audio, you can do that too. You can add a recording. It will have access to your microphone, or you can upload an existing recording here. So I'm going to the Hagen library. You can choose any of these voices, right? Several different accents. By the way, they're all different languages. You can choose. So you can choose one of these avatars here. Then click on one of these avatars that you like. Let's use this guy again. I'm going to shrink this guy. He'll stay right here. So perfect. Let's put him right here. So this will just be a regular 16:9 video here. And here are just a few seconds of this video. I'm going to show you 50 different prompts to analyze any document using ChatGPT. Now, the next one is perfect for creating organic social media content. User-generated avatars, right? I'm going to go through here. This one here creates user story videos, right? These are user-generated avatars, and they're in this tab here. So I've been using the professional ones. They have the lifestyle ones. Now, this UGC is what I want.
Just to show you, there is a community on Hagen and users can create avatars and share them with other people. But then you won't have that same level of professionalism as the official Hagen avatars or the ones you create yourself once you have the know-how. By creating good images, you can generate good avatars. Now let's go here to show the issue of the avatars, the differentiation. Logging into my account, you can see there's the recommended section. Here are all of them, so like more than 500 avatars. And what's interesting, you have the visuals here. Look, 8 visuals, let's say, for example, 8 visuals of Arthur. So when you click here, actually, I could have gone in there. I clicked the wrong one. Let me go back. I can actually look here, right? I don't want to create. I want to look here. Let's check out the visuals. It's creating, I don't know why, but let's go in here. Look, let's go in this way. It's better. Look, I come here to Arthur. Let me find Arthur here. Look, I click here and I can see the situations he's in. And if I leave the mouse here, it shows the movement he's going to make, the angles and everything else. Because if you choose an avatar, then you need to have variations. Otherwise, they'll always be wearing the same clothes, always in the same position. That's not cool, right? So let's take Leo's here, for example. Look, you'll see that he's wearing different clothes. If it's more of a lifestyle vibe, for example, we have Emmy here, for instance. Look, she's here more in an outdoor environment and so on. And you have your own avatars, right? For example, my Chris here, look, he has 47 looks in different situations. And obviously, it's super simple to create. You obviously need to poke around a bit here. You could make an entire course just about Hey Gen. In my mentorship program, there's a course just on Hey Gen, but you can easily navigate here and make your selections, and you're already very well served by Hey Gen's own avatars, okay? You don't actually need to go in and create your own.
I'll show you. It looks more organic for social media, right? And you can create several of these. I'll show you that in a second. But let's say this one, I'm going to click on it, and you have 3 different visuals, and you also have different voices to choose from. So I'm going to pick this one, okay? This time I'll make a portrait style video, right? So as always, you have your script here. So I'm going to double click, load it here. And do you want to type your own script? I just found a really interesting way to learn AI. Let me show you how it works. All right. Next on my list is that you can generate new avatars and even clone yourself with this with different visuals. So here I'm going to create a new avatar, hyper-realistic avatars. All right. So you can upload and record a video to create a realistic avatar with realistic movements. See?
Well, basically this one here is the avatar I showed you on my HeyGen account, the one where I have several different backgrounds, right? So when you come here, look, I'll go back here to page 1, okay? Here you have my cards, right? And here are my visuals. You can see that I move in a different way, right? If I click here, I'll see, look, I'm going to click here. Check this out.
Hello, Rodrigo Barros, entrepreneur. Your hyper-realistic avatar is ready.
So you look here, I'm going to enlarge the screen now. Look at this.
Hello, Rodrigo Barros, entrepreneur. Your hyper-realistic avatar is ready. Try creating videos with it. Also, click the feedback button to share.
Here, of course, they just use the voice for illustration. But then what can I do? I can record my own voice, but the movement turned out really well. Check out this one.
Hello, Rodrigo Barros, entrepreneur. Your instant avatar is ready. Try creating videos with it. Also, click the feedback button to share what you think.
See that? It even moves its hand and everything. It even has my rings, so when I'm traveling sick or have a headache and need to record, I just use my avatar and the script. Then I can create up to 300 positions here, right? 300 different scenarios. In other words, it's amazing. Simply incredible. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or to share your thoughts. But there's still more video. Let's keep going because there's more about HeyGen. Let's go. Let's get back to the video.
Now, with the plan I have, you get one. But if you upgrade to higher tier plans, you can get several different avatars that are personalized like this one. You can also create a photo avatar, which I've already shown you, and you can generate avatars. This is really interesting. You can literally type in a text and generate an avatar by describing it, and then decide on the orientation, the pose, and everything else. Now, I prefer the photo ones. So this is my hyper-realistic avatar here. Let me just hit play on it. Your instant avatar is ready. Feel free to create videos with it. So this is the one I created a few months ago. Actually, I want to regenerate it soon and make a different video about how to create these custom avatars. But it's really, really easy to create them. You literally record a few minutes of video, upload a photo, and you're good to go. And then you can add new looks to it. So you have 300 different looks available. So I could use my own video. So I could have a different appearance, wear different clothes, or whatever I want here. Or just use photos to do that. So that's really cool. And it trains based on your appearance and your voice as well. I don't think it got the sound perfectly right. But again, that was a few months ago. Now, two of the most interesting ones I saved for last year. So if you go to the lab, they have this option here, which was released recently, called Video Podcast. And if you've already watched my video on Notebook LM, Notebook LM creates audio podcasts between two people from your own sources, from your own PDFs, for example. Well, this takes it to the next level and actually takes that PDF file and creates an AI podcast in video format.
I have a video where I talk about 8 types of content that I monetize on YouTube and that I use. In it, I gave examples of both audio podcasts and video podcasts. If I look here, I'll show you, but you have to watch that video too. I'll leave it in the cards here and I'll also put the link in the description. But if I go in here again, I'll go into my channel, Daily Artificial Intelligence. It could be Maker Academy as well. Let's go to Maker Academy here just to use another one of my channels. Just a reminder, folks, there are a lot of YouTubers who are like, oh, why should you? Which niches are monetizable? Which niches will make you a millionaire? You can see that I actually show my own projects, right? I really do it, you know? So here we are, Maker Academy. Cool. Let's open up my content here. Look, that's me up there, all right? And if you look here, check this out, how interesting. Let's pick an audio podcast. Take a look at this one, for example.
Hello, technology just keeps accelerating, doesn't it? It's amazing. That's true. Artificial intelligence breaking boundaries, promise connectivity everywhere, our identity becoming digital. Yeah, it's a lot.
A whole lot, really. Today, we're going to dive into some really interesting materials that have come to us. We're going to talk about Llama 4, this new open source AI from Meta. So, do you see what I mean? Perfect. A lot of people watch and don't believe it's AI. They just go right past it because we've reached a level where you can be fooled if you're not a specialist. Now, for example, there's also the podcast issue, right? Let me find the podcast here. Let's take a look here. I'll grab the podcast folder. That's easier. I'll get the playlist here. So let's get, summary. Here it is. Podcast and weekly summary.
Hello, see you.
All right, now I'm going to pick a podcast here that uses avatars. I just need to see if I can find it. I'll find it, right? I'll open 3 here. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is.
Welcome to the podcast. Today, we're going to dive into some amazing new developments in artificial intelligence that are shaking up the tech. Let's go.
That's fascinating. What's the first topic we have for today?
So, we recently discovered an AI called Pico AI,
Really?
which basically creates an avatar of you to attend meetings in your place.
Really? How does that work?
Well, you record a 5-minute video of yourself, send it to the service, and in a few days, they create a digital avatar of you.
Wow.
This avatar appears on camera while you can do other things.
Wow, that sounds like something out of a movie. But what about interaction? Can you still participate?
Yes, you keep listening to the meeting and can interact whenever you want.
You notice that they're interacting. One stops, talks, then another stops, talks, then another. Those interruptions were added by my editor, right? So here you can see that they're interacting. Pretty soon, all that's left is for them to look to the side and start talking. But then again, they're on a video call, right? They're not in the same room, so they couldn't just turn to the side. But the next level will be them actually being in the same room, interacting. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few months, this update is already out. And look, this content is monetized, so it's definitely worth it. And you do the audio part with Google and the video part with Hagen. That's why I honestly recommend subscribing to Hagen for all its features. You can easily make your money back.
So these are some of the ones I have here. Now, it's not perfect yet. It's new. It's still in beta. But let me show you what happened. You upload a PDF file and go through this process. This is what you get.
For example, if you're talking to someone with no prior knowledge, what would that imply?
Yes. So one of the suggestions is to explain this topic in a simple and engaging way, really breaking it down so that even if you're not familiar with the subject, you won't get lost.
Of course.
It's like rolling out a welcome mat for your listener.
So there's another one? There is. For students, right?
Yes, exactly. It's not perfect, but it's really interesting when they improve it. I imagine that the new AI avatar they just released, version 4, will soon replace the way you do this, and it should get much better.
Absolutely, for sure. Okay? Leave a comment below letting me know which monetization method with the avatar you like the most and which one you would use. I'll leave the link to Hagen here, and of course I'll answer your questions and comments. Okay? Don't forget to keep watching with me in the video I'm going to recommend here. All right? That's it. I'll see you in the next video. See you soon.